Hello and welcome! Very interesting stories in today's video about breakthroughs on the dating market with the help of AI, bad neighbors and employees fighting inflation at the gas station. Let's begin with the first story with the title "My first date used an AI bot to seduce me on Bumble. Should I forgive him?" Since my ex cheated on me in April, I've, 23 female, been trying to put myself out there on dating apps to try to find a genuine connection. I matched with this guy, 29 male, on Bumble recently and we hit it off immediately. Through our text it was clear he was very intelligent, well-cultured and shared the same humor. After weeks of talking every day, I decided to go on a coffee date with him yesterday. Within 5 minutes of talking to him, it became obvious that there was a disconnect in how he spoke on Bumble and how he was speaking on the date. I asked him about something we talked about over text, and he seemed to have forgotten the basic details of what we were connecting on. I found that strange, especially on top of him being, I don't know how to really explain it, but less of what he was over text. Eventually, he admitted that he never actually swiped right on me or chatted with me at all. He used some AI called Cupidbot to do it all for him. He got vulnerable and admitted that he'd struggled with dating apps and thought AI could help him save time by swiping and chatting for him. He said he liked me, like the woman the bot told him about, and he was sorry for misleading me. But all I could feel was betrayal. Like the connection I thought we had was a lie. My emotions have been all over the place since my breakup and I felt the same wound of trickery from my ex open again, so I stormed out of the cafe and drove home crying. A day has passed now and he sent me a long apology text which I left unread. He still seems like a genuinely kind and emotionally stable man, the kind that could help me get over my ex. But I'm not sure if I can take the fact that he would be starting the relationship on a lie, essentially. On the other hand, he did come clean to me. Should I give him a second chance? Also, how prevalent are these AI bots now? Moving forward, is there a way to detect them? Weeks of using a chatbot to lead you into thinking he was someone else and someone you began falling for. That is not the actions of a kind and emotionally stable man. Was the apology also written by a bot? I would pass on this guy. The next story has the title "Neighbor's dog pooping in my driveway." Long story short, my partner and I have both talked to the neighbor in question on separate occasions. Since whenever the weather is bad, he lets the dog out off leash and doesn't pick up after him. I have it on camera and am 100% sure it's his dog. I have not told the neighbor we have a camera, but it's not hidden. When we talked to him, he was apologetic. But it continues happening. Since we talked to him, it only happens when our car isn't in the driveway. So I think he thinks he's getting away with it. My question is, what do I do from here? I don't want to have a weird animosity with a neighbor. But it's clear that talking to him didn't work. The dog is a total sweetheart, just a bad owner, I guess. It's a big dog, so these are like human-sized poops. I'm thinking I call the landlord at this point, or should I call the non-emergency police line and see if they will give him a littering ticket? Or do something else. I don't want to do anything that will hurt the dog. I'm not looking for any kind of petty revenge against the neighbor about this. I just want it to stop and hopefully not have a neighbor who hates us because we won't put up with this. You could put up some kind of a sign closest to where the dog normally poops that says, "We see this all on camera, you know." But I think I would let the landlord know and show them footage of it. We had someone in our street letting their dog out to roam itself free, and as such it pooped on our grass a couple of times. I got a spade, scooped it up and put the poop on said offender's doorstep. I haven't seen any more on my grass since. The next story has the title "At work, I give away items for free or significantly discount them. I do this all the time." I work at a very large travel plaza on a major US highway. We have thousands of customers every day and are open 24/7. I work at the gas station at said plaza. It is huge and I often work alone. Over the past year, prices have increased outrageously at all of the businesses in the plaza. There are numerous restaurants at this plaza and all of the familiar fast food places are there. But the most expensive business there is the convenience store where I work. Our checkout system sucks. I'd estimate that at least 50% of the items we sell are not in the system and the prices need to be entered manually. This is like hundreds of items that have no prices in the computers. But also, there are no price labels on most of the items not in the computer. We have to memorize them all. But since prices are increasing constantly, we really have no way of remembering what things actually cost. There are a few small signs in weird spots that no one ever sees. For things like packaged sandwiches and salads. Gross, soggy sandwiches that cost between 12 to 16. A package of 2 hard-boiled eggs cost almost 8 after tax. A regular-sized bottle of soda is almost 5. It's nuts! But most of these items do not ring up in our computers. So when I'm working alone overnight, I just enter in whatever I want. That $15 sandwich, boom, now it's $4.99. That $5 soda, $2.49. No one is paying $8 for 2 hard-boiled eggs on my watch. Let's just slip that item in a bag for free. Some young guy recently came in and wanted to buy a soda, but only had like $3 on him. I was like, dude, I don't care, just take it. I've been dirt poor all my life. I get it. I've been doing this for a long time and no one has noticed. We bring in tens of thousands of dollars a day, just in the station I work at. Sure, it's a risk for me, but if it ever comes up, I plan to just explain that I have no idea what most things in the store cost. As there are no lists anywhere listing prices for anything, and almost no signage either. And when it gets busy, I can't go running around the store to find random items on ill-placed signs. Since management doesn't bother updating items in the POS, how the heck am I supposed to know? And honestly, that's not a lie. It's not much, but I do what I can. I did something similar working at a pretty large chain store back in the 90s. One day a kindly looking person came up to the register with some children's clothes, and that chain store is not known for selling anything quality. She only had a few dollars on her and explained that they were for her kids to start the school year. She was pretty desperate. I let her go without paying at all. Our location had a huge surplus of clothing piling up in the back anyway. Once I went to buy a lamp at Burlington Coat Factory. The employee gave me a devilish grin and input the price as 0. It was the best day of my life. I used to work at Burlington. We don't give a fuck, lol. And that was all for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and thanks for watching.